Anybody recognizes him?
Yes.
Need I say his name? I guess not. He is the infamous shark. The man who means business. He is a visionary. He is influential. He is a great successful entrepreneur. But is he a great leader? Greetings of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Today I stand here and I will speak on the kind of leader I aspire to be. Now there are three types of manager in this world. First manager, the Caduce manager, who will always have their eyes on you and will look you with the corner of their eyes. Then we have little chill manager who don't care what time you come, what time you leave, as long as the work is getting done. Then we have the third category, which is the Dogla manager, or we say the two-faced manager, who all pretend to be very chill but are actually very rigid. So what kind of manager do you guys have? Category 1, Category 2, Category 3?
Category 2. Category 2.
So when I entered my corporate life, I was very anxious and scared about how my manager will turn out. I was prepared for the worst, but to my surprise, I got the best. My skip level manager, her name is Ramya. She was someone who was at director level. She was powerhouse of knowledge. She had great functional understanding and technical understanding, and was really passionate about her work. She motivated all of us. But one thing that inspired me was her leadership style. She had her clear crystal vision of what she wanted in life. She had a goal set not just for herself but her entire team members. She made sure that her entire team was aligned with her goal and are working towards it. She was an excellent communicator. She conveyed her thoughts, her expectations, her positive and negative feedback in a very concise and thoughtful manner. She was always ready to help and always led by example. You know, if you are someone at director level, you have a lot of things to think about. You have to first think about your growth. Then you have to think about your teammates' growth, how they are feeling in the team, and you have to look after them. Then third is you also have to contribute to the wider organization and ensure that you are being creative and innovative. Now with all this on their plate, she managed to take time and give it to each and every individual who was under her. And there is one peculiar incident that I remember. I was stuck at something I was doing. I was debugging 500 lines of code and it went above my head. Now usually if you go to your fellow mates, they judge you and they say, you can't even solve that, what's wrong? I went to her and I asked for help. I'm not able to decipher this language, please help me. She, instead of saying that my calendar is up to date, please feel free to block the time, she instantly left what she was doing. She came to me, she sat down, we both looked at the code together. She made me understand that this line means this line means that, and she made me feel like I have someone to confide in, I have someone to go whenever I need help. And that is the most important quality of a leader. Apart from this, she was very open-minded and flexible. Flexible in the terms of you come and go as you please, but get your work done. Flexible in the terms of she understood her employees' interest and she gave them the opportunity to choose your project as per your interest. And open-minded in the sense, she never judged anyone. She was all cool about the kind of work you do. She never judged based on the type of knowledge you have, based on where you come from, your cultural differences or background. She understood if Sanjana is there, she has different capabilities. And if Namita is there, she has altogether different capabilities. And they will all move with their own speed. She never rushed. She was the woman of integrity and always stood by the side of her reporting. I remember I sent a very strong worded email to one of the senior directors of US. Now I got escalation in my name and she took accountability and responsibility of my action. And she said to me that Sanjana, this is how we write email, and she helped me understand. She did not point any fingers at me, neither did she throw me under the bus. And the last point is she was compassionate. She was not there physically but there to listen, understand your problems. She provided all of us with safe space so that we can come and speak and confide in her. And that is what moved me the most, because when I was in the organization and I was having issue with the timing, she made sure that Sanjana's needs are being catered. So I aspire to be a leader like her, who is who does not have just business acumen, understanding, and the knowledge of working, but who also is compassionate, open-minded, and also provides their employee and also caters to the needs of their reportees. Thank you very much.